Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's recipe is buttermilk biscuits. I felt like doing something a little different to go with the fried chicken recipe that I just shared. You can see that above. Quite commonly you find, especially in the south of America, biscuits are served with fried chicken, so I thought why not. So my ingredients, I have flour, some vegetable fat or lard, butter, baking powder, baking soda, bicarb, buttermilk, and sugar. So to start with, we want to grate our fat. So in order to grate it, I've actually frozen this lard and butter first, and then you can grate it. This allows the biscuits to be really nice and flaky and light. Once that's grated, you want to set it aside. Next, we want to prepare our dry ingredients. So in the bowl, I'm going to add some flour, baking powder, bicarb of soda, salt, and a little sugar. Mix all that together so it's all even. Then our grated butter and fat, we want to add that into the mix, and I'm just doing this gently again so that it's basically just coated in the flour. You don't want to handle it too much because you don't want it to melt. So our buttermilk, you want to add that to the mix now, and then again gently just incorporate the buttermilk with the buttery flour mix, and that is going to form our biscuit dough. Once it's mostly come together, you can just turn it out onto your side like I've done here, and then again just gently bring it together. You really don't want to handle it too much because it's going to make the butter melt, and you want to keep it solid so that it's nice and flaky once baked, and just form it into a dough that holds itself together enough to be rolled out. So once your dough has formed, you want to roll it out to about 2 to 3 centimeters thick, because this thickness determines obviously the rise and the height of your biscuit. I personally like it when they're quite dense, so I'm going for about 2 to 3 centimeters on this. Once that's done, get yourself a cookie cutter or a cup, whatever you have, a glass, and cut out as many circles as you can fit throughout your dough. And then the remaining parts you could bring back together and roll out again, or just bake them as offcuts, it's up to you, but I didn't waste mine. So once they're all cut out like this, I'm going to place them on a lined baking tray. And bake them in the oven for about 40 minutes on 160 degrees. But again, you know when they're cooked, when they're nice and golden brown. And here we have it, they're done. Lovely and golden brown. So whilst they're hot, I'm just going to brush them with some melted butter on the top just to finish them off. And that is basically it. You can see on the inside here, they're beautifully flaky. On the side you can see all of those layers, and that we achieve from grating the butter first in order to create like a puff pastry style structure. So I serve these with my infamous fried chicken. The recipe is above, so I'll share that with you guys. And as always, I hope you enjoyed. Until the next time, peace and love.